the phenomenal Hughes community. Are you ready to become a bankable CEO? Well, join us on the pathway to prosperity. I'm Ashley Scott, your host of Mocha Money Monday. Good morning. I'm Ashley Scott, and welcome to another Mocha Money Monday, brought to you by the Phenomenal Hughes Global Network and our friends at the Wilson's Financial Group. I am super excited to bring to you guys an amazing health professional, Dr. Chante Washington. She is the CEO of Regional, and I don't want to mess it up, Regional Health Foundation or Regional Health Institute Foundation. And she's got over 20 years of experience talking about how to turn the negative into positive today. So I'm going to be go ahead and introduce and welcome to the show Dr. Chante Washington. Welcome, Dr. Chante.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for that wonderful welcome. And I know everyone believes in their own force that guides them, but I have to first off say thank you, God, for this moment. Thank you, my family. Thank you, my loved ones. Thank you, my Regional Impact Health Foundation team. Thank everyone who was involved in this opportunity. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, not just for myself, but for the people, for the community, for people, for children, for elderly, for veterans. Absolutely, especially on this holiday where we must, not should, but must take the time to thank our veterans for your sacrifice, for giving up your stability to serve us, people you may never meet in your life. I say thank you to the veterans. And I also would like to take this opportunity before I talk more about the amazing services that we offer and also give some mental wellness tips that we enforce and we make sure happens in our community as a part of our Regional Impact Health Foundation team. I would like to read the words of a Sergeant First Class rank professional of the military to uplift, to encourage our veterans and their families and our communities. He stated, never exit service with a sense of defeat or regret. You did your best for time you were allowed. Remain the strong will that you were when joining. Though we give ourselves to service, we exit a version of the same self evolved. We serve together, we fight together, we survive together. Happy Veterans Day. So, um, again, I am excited to be here. I am the president and CEO founder of Regional Impact Health Foundation, which is my 501c3 nonprofit organization that aims to better the lives of all of those in need. That includes those affected by homelessness, mental problems, drug problems, suicide, violence, traumatic experiences, those financially challenged, those with health problems trying to navigate their health, including those impacted by heart disease, cancer, stroke, and all other health problems. We are a foundation that is ready, that is equipped. We have been established for over 20 years to be able to serve the people, serve the community, because we believe that every person is entitled to the right, entitled to us all, which is the right, the highest quality of life. So again, I love to thank my family and my Regional Impact Health Foundation team for serving with hearts, with true passion, and with dignity to make sure that every person, every elderly, every veteran, every person that was faced with incarceration or that even is currently incarcerated experiences the highest quality of life. because we know with life comes trauma, with life comes challenges. But I am so excited to be here with you and to share with you one of the many ways that you can overcome the challenges no matter what you experience. To those hurricane survivors, to the bio lab fire victims, I am happy to share with you ways that you can even overcome such environmental, natural disasters. Reason why I'm here, I want to share it with you, is when you think about on a single night, more than one, almost more than 1 million experiencing homelessness. When you think about on a single night, about 36,000 veterans experiencing homelessness, with 98% of them experiencing homelessness as individuals. And among these, about 88% being men and about 11% being women. When you think about 1 in 5 US adults experiencing mental illness, which represents about 58 million people. When you think about 8 million youth, 6 to 17 years old, experiencing mental health problems, when the data shows that suicide is the second leading cause of death among people 10 to 14 years old, that tells us as a nation, as a world, we still have work to do. And I'm happy to say that Regional Impact Health Foundation is standing up to meet those challenges. So one of the many ways, I'm actually going to say many of the ways that we are rising up to not just aim to save the whole world, okay, at the same time. What we're doing is we're initiating movements to reshape the world, to reshape our future, no matter the tragedy, the tragedy, excuse me, no matter the challenges. The ways we intend to do that is by providing integrated health and social services. This seed of Regional Impact Health Foundation came about 20 years ago. Instead of being that child on the school bus where I was so busy playing with the child next to me or trying to eat up all the snacks before I got home, I don't know how many of you can relate to that, but I spent a lot of time just looking out the school bus window. I developed an eye and an ear for disparities at a very young age. I was able to see people from the same neighborhood experience life different. Some of them look happy, coming out of a house, probably walking to a car looking well kept. But yet, in the same neighborhood, I was able to easily see people sleeping on the road, holding up signs, asking for money, asking for food. So, right then and there, I believe that God planted in me the vision, the seed to do something about it, to be the solution, to ensure that every person experiences the right entitled to us all. So, hallmarks along my journey, which I embarked to ensure that every person experiences well being and the highest quality of life, include my time serving as a health and organization leader on the Veterans Crisis Line, in the juvenile addiction facility, in hospitals, in trauma level hospitals, in emergency rooms, in homeless shelters, in parks, in hotels. However, I could reach the people, I did. I also served as an academic professor, served on many public health panels. I also served in church, and I also was a Girl Scout troop leader. I have to give a shout out to the Girl Scouts. So that brings us to where we are today, being the foundation that is ready to break down the barriers of stigma that unfortunately um, surround illnesses like mental health conditions and drug abuse through our integrated health and social services. Those services include serving people with mental health problems, those in substance use recovery. We also are raising up funds to have mobile units to respond to crises in our community and globally, including neighborhoods, communities, and schools impacted by mass school shootings, hurricanes, and fires. Our services also include domestic violence prevention and reduction, again, health condition management, as well as reentry wellness programs, which I'm happy to report that we have founded, which will be global impact and global operations, the Arthur and Laura Washington's Reentry Wellness Program to better the lives of those who are currently incarcerated and with incarceration history. So not only their lives are better, are improved, but also our communities are safer. So I'm excited to share with you more. I'm very happy to be here because, again, I'm not just coming here on behalf of myself. I am coming on behalf of those who are hurting, of those dealing with trauma, of the voiceless, and those who were strong but found themselves in a very challenging situation in life where they need more support and they need a louder voice to speak up for them. Happy to be here.
Okay, Dr. Chante. Now, let me ask you this. What are some of the tips that you have, some of the strategies that you want to share today around just staying mentally well when you are in the face of challenges, you're dealing with things that aren't quite going according to your plan for yourself. You've gotten, we work with a lot of veterans here in our real estate development department, and we want to be able to share tips with others and people when we're at work or we're just around, and we can see sometimes the stress can be written on people's face. Even when you're dealing with entrepreneurs, sometimes we're getting ready to go into the holiday season. That brings its own level of stress when you're dealing with family, you're dealing with the expectation of having to, produce these toys for these children and just all of the things that you can come across during the holiday season. I know sometimes people find themselves missing their loved ones, their mothers, their fathers who have passed away. So I would love to get some tips that people can use, three or four things that people can have in their arsenal when they get that anxious feeling, or if they start to feel maybe that they're not able to deal with a level of stress that they might be encountering, because we all go through it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that question. And you're right. None of us are immune to challenges in life. Some of us, those challenges include, like you mentioned, a health challenge, trying to navigate being homeless. And I would like to take this opportunity to say homelessness could impact anyone. Hurricanes, you know, your title and your salary does not matter to a hurricane. So no matter how much accolades, how many accomplishments you have in life, no matter the price of your house, when a hurricane comes, it's coming for whatever is in its direction. So I'm very happy to share those tips with you because, again, we all experience some sort of life challenges, whether you're a youth or whether you're an adult, whether you're among the rich or whether you're among the poor. Challenges tends to impact every person and every household. And let's add in trauma. For some, the challenges is not so much of a trauma or tragedy, but let's face it, millions of people, millions of youth, millions across the world and globally are experiencing trauma.
Mhm.
And the health effects of trauma are many. Health effects of trauma include increased rates of anxiety, depression, suicide, post-traumatic stress disorder, impact on physical health, like headaches, a racing heart, feeling jumpy, fatigue, and even impacts on your digestive system. So, just like you mentioned, Ashley, dealing with challenges, with the loss of a person, with the loss of a pet, maybe in hurricane disaster, worrying, financial loss. Dealing with the stresses of life can bring a lot of stress. But a way to overcome this and adapt your thinking is called reframing. Let me tell you, it's something that I do, especially at the passing away of my husband due to COVID, who I send blessings up to him. I had to do a lot of reframing. This is a practical technique that has been done across many different fields. And what happens with reframing is you pretty much reshape your thinking from a negative perspective to a more healthy perspective. It's when you start to ask yourself, when a challenge hits you, because we all know challenges can hit you anytime, any season of your life. But it's when that challenge hits you, you ask, how can I see this differently? Instead of worrying, instead of being stressed out, what you can say is, I know I may not have what I want, but I'm thankful for what I do have. It's a technique that allows you to replace the unhealthy and unhelpful thought with a more positive one. I'll give you an example. So many people have experienced loss. Making a scenario up here, Sally may say, I feel so alone. I have no one. I have no help. I'm all alone in this world now. But a way to reframe and reshape that thinking is Sally can now say, you know what? I may have lost my house. I may have lost my pet who I love dearly, but I still have my children. We're still alive. We're still breathing. So this reframing technique is one of the many ways that I'm going to tell you I practice it myself and it has helped me. Reframe and reshape your thinking from a negative perspective to a more positive perspective. For example, for the veteran who experienced trauma, looking at their coworkers pass away or endure injury in Army, a way to help you reframe and reshape that thinking is say, I may have lost soldiers at my side, but maybe now I can take this opportunity in life to live out the legacy that we stood for of helping people. So, in addition to this reframing and reshaping your mind to think more positive, taking care of yourself, resting. Stress causes a lot of sleep disturbances. And of course, we all would like to get those 8 hours of sleep, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's difficult, but taking the moment to take care of yourself. Some of you may have heard about putting the oxygen on you first so that you can be the best help to other people. So finding times in your day to have breakthroughs of self-care, whether it's taking a moment to say, you know what, a lot is going on today. I'm just going to take a deep breath. I'm just going to take a deep breath. Squeezing in moments to acknowledge you. Self-acknowledgement of your accomplishments has also been shown to improve your well-being. Because again, tragedy and adversity and challenges, they're to come in life. Trauma happens. But again, reshape your thinking into more positive thinking. I may not have what I want, but I'm alive. I'm able to see this new day. And I would also love to share a wonderful resource. It's a book entitled The Dark Side of Law Enforcement, written by a veteran, a former chief of police, Mr. Arthur James Washington, that has received 5 stars on Amazon. And in this book, this veteran highlights overcoming adversity in the dark times, in darkness, especially as you aim to achieve your goals in life. So, entrepreneurs, everybody on the call, listen out for this because, again, challenges are going to come, right?
Mhm.
So, in the book, he states, remember, be the light in your moments of darkness by keeping the faith, overcoming adversity, and believing in God, the Almighty. Darkness is as dark as you see it. In the midst of darkness, search for opportunity and let there be light.
Mm. That is such a good quote. Let there be light. Now we're getting ready to come to an end, and I always want to know, are you a part? And the answer is yes. Are you a part of the Phenomenal Hues Global Network?
Well, you know what? The answer may become yes. Once we talk more about it, I would love to hear more about it. I'm excited to be a part of, partnerships, a part of movements with the mission of bettering lives globally. And I would love to take this opportunity to, let the world know. Because yes, this is going across the world, right, Ashley?
It's
Right,
global, baby.
Mocha Money Monday team.
From
But
Africa to America, all kinds of places in between.
yes, yes, yes. And speaking of that, our work is being requested to operate in South Africa, in Dubai, in Haiti, as well as it will have global operations. So, for those who are interested in helping us help the people, we're at a time now where we're coming up on holiday season. A lot of people are going to start grieving. It's going to become evident what they don't have: food, clothes, warm meals, shoes. So I would like, and I need to take this opportunity to let everyone know, if you are in a position to give $1 or $1 million, 50 cents, whatever it is that you can offer, please allow your heart to allow you to make a donation to Regional Impact Health Foundation. A way that you can do that is via Cash App with the money sign, lowercase c, lowercase h, lowercase a, lowercase n as in Nancy, lowercase t, lowercase e, capital case U, capital case M as in man. So that is the money sign, Chante Thank you so much for putting it in the chat because, again, we are accepting donations because we would love to get our first office space in the city of Covington, Georgia, Conyers, Georgia, or Atlanta, Georgia. Our services will be on site in our offices globally. They will also be virtual services. And we also are requesting funds for our mobile unit operations. That includes our mobile health unit and our mobile crisis recovery units, which again will have global operations. So if you would like to partner, if you would like to volunteer, as a matter of fact, I'm so happy to report with one of our initiatives that we have with the Rockdale County Sheriff Office. We have been able to partner to come together and serve the community. The police personnel there have been able to deliver all of their resource kits to the homeless. So I have to clap for that, y'all. And now we are in a state where we are moving forward toward improving the nutrition status and access of those in the community with our upcoming community food distribution. We plan to have more community food distributions. I also would like to let you know about our upcoming golf tournament. You may donate there. You may participate no matter what city you're in, okay? If you are in Florida, if you are in Georgia, no matter what state you're in, it is a virtual fundraising opportunity to raise funds to allow Regional Impact Health Foundation to better lives impacted by mental problems, homelessness, suicide, veteran life transitions, health challenges, and other life adversities. So, if you would like more information, if you want to help us with this movement to reshape the world and put us on a more positive trajectory, please email me, Dr. Chante Washington at c.washington, the number 2, at U Miami. That's UMIAMI.edu. Again, c.washington2 at umiami.edu. Looking forward to help you, help us, help the community.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chante Washington, for being our guest on Mocha Money Monday today. And thank you, audience, for tuning in to another episode where we are shining the light on amazing businesses and initiatives that you can get involved in this November. When you think about Giving Tuesday, when you think about what your charitable acts are going to be for the holiday season, think about Regional Impact health foundation. So thank you so much. And again, tune in to us next week for another Mocha Money Monday brought to you by the Phenomenal Hughes Global Network. We'll see you next time. Peace, guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Stay encouraged. Thank you.
Welcome to the Phenomenal Hughes community. Are you ready to become a bankable CEO? Well, join us on the pathway to prosperity. I'm Ashley Scott, your host of Mocha Money Monday.